Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. I'm here to bring you another video tonight and I hope you enjoy it. And I just had to start my video all over again because I am so crazy that I kept my camera on backwards. How's that for craziness? Let me make sure that I've got you guys in focus when I start my cards. Anyway, I'm going to bring you fun fold. I call it the corner fold fun fold card, and it's really cute. It is so simple to do and I hope you enjoy it. But first of all, I want to let you know that it's time that our new catalog will be out. Actually, by the time you get this video, it might already be out. I'm going to actually hope to get it. If I schedule my video tonight, then the new catalog will be out tomorrow. But anyway, it's the January to the end of December catalog that, or I think it's the end of December. I should really check that. But anyway, it's December or January. But it's all the holiday stuff, plus some stuff that's not holiday, that you'll be able to find in there and do a lot of things with. It's also going to be celebration time for July and August, so every $50 you spend, you can pick something out of that catalog, except for there are some items that is $100. You have to spend $100 to get it, and then exclusive to that. And then if you have a $300 order or get together with your friends, have a $300 order, then there is a stamp set in there that you can also get for that. But that only goes through the end of August, so I just wanted to let you know that. Not a lot else that I really have to say, except for if you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be that demonstrator for you. Trying to get back into building up a business and building up a team is a little bit hard, and so I'm out there fishing in the sea. I guess I could say that for lack of better words. But anyway, if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to order from me, I would surely appreciate it. I'll be giving you all my information when I turn my phone down. Same way, if you would like to join Stampin' Up, I would love to grow my team. And so I would love to have you. So just keep all that in mind. And if you ever want to do that, please let me know, as long as you don't have someone else that you're already dealing with. I am going to turn my camera around while I do that. If you don't mind, would you share this video? Also, I wouldn't mind if you would give me a thumbs up when you see it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And also, if this is the first time to my channel, just hit the little bell there and subscribe to my channel. And that way you'll get to know when I have videos and stuff. I am not very consistent right now with those, and I keep saying I'm going to get that way, and things always seem to be going on. I got a lot that goes on in my life, taking care of 2 people in a nursing home, and working at church and secretary at church and all that kind of stuff. I just stay really, really busy, so things get sidetracked with me, so just bear with me. But right now, if you get dizzy, close your eyes. I'm going to turn you up towards the ceiling and then down towards my card. One of these days, I'm going to snap my fingers off doing this. Trying to get all that done. Okay. We kind of tucked my phone cord back there. And it looks a little bit crooked, doesn't it? I think I shoved my camera somehow, some way. But anyway, here we go. And this is the card we're going to be making. Here is all of my information, which happens to be my online store. My host code for July, which is already started. You can use that if you place an order on my online store. I would appreciate it. My Facebook group, which I always announce that I do have a Facebook group, that I do videos every Tuesday at 10 o'clock, which is the same project. I just redo the video and do it for YouTube also. But if you want to see it on Tuesday mornings, you can join my Facebook group. I also put a PDF in the files that has all the information on how to do the card and what I used. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do this card. Even though my directions look like there was a lot, it's very simple to do. It is a fun fold. I used the Hues of Happiness papers and the Happiness Abounds stamp set. Yeah, I got it in here. So anyway, and this is how it opens, okay? So that is my card, and that's what we are going to be doing, okay? So let's set that to the side. I have everything pretty much ready. Here's another card I did, and I just used the, I think it's called Perfectly Penciled paper, colored in my flowers, and made a card with it. So very simple. There's a lot of simple things that you can do. A lot of fun, easy fold. So I'm going to show you how to do that so that it doesn't look so intimidating. I did make myself a template to do my corners, which is this right here that is cut 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. I also have the diagram on the PDF for doing that. And I went ahead and I have a diagram how I've cut my paper and doing my card. So this is just my friendly reminder. And there's actually, when we do this inside, I will show you, there's 2 ways you can do that. And I will show both of them to you. So I'm going to set this aside till we get to that. If you need any of my information and you want to go ahead and screenshot it, now would be the time to do so, because I'm going to end up moving that out of my way in just a second because we are going to start on our card, okay? So if you'll go ahead and do that, I'm moving things around to where we can get to them, and we're going to do this card really quick. All right, let's move that up to the corner out of the way. My card base is starting off with 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and fold that, and I'm going to open it back up, because you can see we're going to have 2 different folds here. So I'm going to show you that. So my card is laid this way. My template is going to go with my short side along the left-hand side of my card. And my long side across here, my short side across here. And I am not going to do a pencil line or anything. I'm actually going to use this scoring tip of my pick tool. So let's make sure that that's on there really good. And all I'm going to do is, because there's 2 layers there, I'm just going to do that twice. Give it a good groove. If you can see it, it's right there. What I'm going to do with this template, and the easiest way to do this so you don't get confused, is pick up your card, take your template, and lay it right behind that. Because now it's going to be on the right side of your card. Okay, and we are going to do the exact same thing. But since I'm right-handed, I like to turn it back over so that I have it there to do my fold. So, whoops. And that you don't want to do sometimes. Okay, so there I have all of my lines. Okay, so that's what my card looks like this. So there is our card. There is our mountain fold. These are going to be valley folds. So I'm just going to take where that is scored from here to here. I just folded that in. Whoops. We'll sit him there for a minute. And I just made a crease, okay? So that is one of my valley folds. Here is going to be my next one. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to make sure I got that, and I'm going to crease it. Then I'm going to take my card and I'm going to fold it. And when I do this, I'm going to make sure that everything is matching up. My folds down here, I want to make, and I knew I had that off a little bit, but that's okay because I can hold it like so. Get this all in here. You can get it right until you get on camera. And then it just wants to go cattywampus on me. So let me get that. I need bigger hands. I have big hands, but not a wide finger span. Does that make sense? Okay, so there we go. We have got our, that was off just a little bit. But I'm just making sure I've got everything scored nice and right, because I want my card to look nice once it's done, okay? That is a little off, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Let me see if I can get that to come up just a little bit. Sometimes that's hard to do. There we go. Now we got it. Okay, so there's the front of our card. Now what I'm going to do is I have to cut out the corners of my card. This is 5 1/4 by 4. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this same template, put it on, and match my corners. Like so. And I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to mark that line. You probably will not be able to see this because it's a pencil line on a dark piece of paper. But what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take it on my paper trimmer and I'm going to line those up in the grooves. So it'll be from here to here, and I'm going to cut that off. So when I do that, this will fit right in here, okay? So that's going to be that fold. Now I'm going to open it up, and I have another piece of the exact same paper. But now I'm going to want to cut off this corner because it's going to be at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that template, I'm going to flip it over so I have my short side and my long side. Am I right? Let me see. Let me see. I always have to make sure, yes, I'm right. I always double check myself. I don't know why. Always second guessing. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that in my paper trimmer. And I'm saving these pieces. And I'm putting these right in the grid lines of the cutting blade. And I'm going to cut that off. Can't get a hold of it. Okay, so we have those two pieces of paper cut. And now we are going to cut our white that's going to go at the bottom right here, and it is going to be the same way that we cut, the same way that we cut the first piece. So we're going to just and this will actually make a template that you can give away or keep until you need it again. Need a new one. So there we go. We have all of our papers cut. We can put this back out of our way. And we have our papers. We're going to glue them together real quick. We're going to glue this one on here. This card is really quick once you get everything cut for it. It's really, really quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on the front. And it'll just have like a mat, a border around it all. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to put this on the inside. This paper is too pretty to cover up, but you know, when you're making cards, one side's got to be covered up. So, and this one's going to go up here. So let's put that down. And then we're going to take our white, and our white is going to go down here. Okay? So we're going to have all these glued in. So they're out of our way, more or less, I guess. That's what we're going to say anyway, okay? Out of our way. So you're going to make sure that nothing is in the way of your fold lines. You don't want that to be in the way. So now what we can do is we can take these, and this will actually fit here. And this one will actually fit, I get them all confused. Yep, see, look at me. There it goes. I don't know why I can't do that. But what you want to do on these, if you do that, you're going to take them, put them together, and you're going to cut across this short line 1/4 inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. I'm going to hold those together. And they're 3 3/4. I know that because that's what we cut them. So I am going to go to 3 1/2. That's cutting off 1/4 inch. And there we go. So let's see how that's going to fit. Now, I'll show you what you could do as an alternative to this, especially if you want to use your pieces differently. Let me get these on here again. Geesh. Have you ever seen anybody have so much trouble? But you're going to make sure that these do not get down in your crease lines, because you don't want those to be in your way, okay? So what I'm going to do is that'll be there. Now, another thing you can do, and I went ahead and cut this, but you could take and cut a layer of paper. Where's the other piece? There it is. You could take and cut a piece of paper 2 1/2 by 3 1/4, which is going to be what a mat size would do. Cut it at a diagonal, and then you would have your diagonal strips here. Okay, there we go. But anyway, that's another thing that you can do, okay? So, you know, you can play with it and you can decide what you like, because it's all pretty much different, you know. We all like different things. So I'm trying to get all my templates. I have all these templates made now. And then I keep everything together with a paper clip, and that way I have my visuals, because I am a very visual person. Just saying. I like my visuals. So I'll just keep this and put it with my directions. Trying to get all these layers together. There we go. So let's glue these in next. So I'm going to take and I'm going to glue this so that I am not on my lines, I hope. And I'm going to glue this one down also. Whoops. As I throw my cap around. Let's put that back. Get back in there. Okay. And this one's going to go over here. Okay. So now here's our card. That is how it's going to open. Now all we're going to do is decorate it. What I did was I took the Hues of Happiness paper, and this piece right here, you can cut out all of the flowers and leaves. So that is what I have done here. I actually did two different things. These are the leaves that you can cut out, which I did. But I also, just to show, I did some leaves and I actually cut them out and colored them. So there's the leaves that are cut out, and here's the leaves I made. We're going to use the leaves I made and set these to the side. And what I'm going to do here, and here's the thing you need to know. You don't want your cards, and that's a little high. It should be down a little bit. You want your cards about the same size as a regular card would be. But this still fits in an envelope. I don't know if I got an envelope out here or not, but it still fits in an envelope. And, which you can also use. But anyway, let's pick out our flowers that we're going to use. I think on this one, I am going to put 2 dark and a light. Make it just a little bit different. See the difference in it? And then on the inside, we'll put one in there when we get to it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and I'm only going to glue at the bottom of this because I don't need it at the top. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that leaf close to what that edge is right there, because it's going to be at an angle. I'm going to do, not leaf, but flower. I'm going to do this same thing. Got glue stuck in there. It's trying to stick. And then I'm going to put this one over here. And then what I want to do with this one is I'm just going to go ahead and put a dimensional in the center of it. I'm actually not going to put it in the center. I'm going to put it at the lower edge. I'm going to put 2. And they're just going to be at the lower edge because I don't want anything sticking up here in the way. And I'm going to pop that up right there. Now what I'm going to do is add some of my leaves that I've already colored. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right on the edges here. Stick them in. Take a tool or my scissors and just hold that down. Make sure it stays. I'm going to do the same with this tool. With the tool and the leaf, I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just pressing where I had some glue. Then I'll take a leaf here, put just a tiny bit of glue in the back, raise this corner up a little bit, and just kind of add a flower in under there. And I'm going to do the same with this flower down here. And you can see where I colored on the back, so you really don't want those to stand up and show any color if you can help it. So I'm just going to glue that one down here. And then I'm going to take one. This is a dark one. I colored him dark. And I'm going to add him in under here a little bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my flower to the inside right here. So I am going to take, and I'm going to use a light colored flower in here. But what I'm going to do is decide where I want him. Try to pick up with the flowers here. And I'm going to take 2 leaves. I might just always want to take, no, I'll take 2 of the others. If I have 2 left, I do. Okay, we're going to take 2 of those 2 of these leaves, and what I'm going to do is I'm kind of like guessing where I'm going to be putting that flower. So I'm going to add some glue to the back of this. And I'm just going to add that down in here. And I don't want it in the way of my folds, you know, because if you have it in the way of your folds, then it's going to bend on you. You don't want to do that. So, and I'll just take the next one, since I have that one kind of like what I want. I'll take the next one and just kind of glue with it over to the side. And I'll put glue along this edge at the bottom. That's where I'm going to glue that flower right here. So I'm not in the way. I don't have my glue where the fold is. And then I'm going to add another flower down here. And with this paper, you can use any of the colors of flowers that you like. Whoops. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stamp set, and I'm going to, it's the Happiness Abounds, and I'm going to use Happy Birthday, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. And I'm going to stamp that in black. I already did a die cut out of the Stylish Shapes. I used this die right here. And the Blossoming Happiness, which goes with all this paper, are where I got all of the leaves and the dies. The color of inks and stamping blends that I used was Granny Apple Green and Mossy Meadow. I almost forgot to tell you all that. So now we're going to stamp this Happy Birthday, and it just fits on here, so bear with me. There's that, and then we are going to stamp on the inside. We're going to use the wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. And we're going to stamp it up here, where that way we have placed a sign at the bottom. So let's add the saying to the front. And then we're going to add some jewels to our, I screwed that on just a little bit too soon. There we go. We're going to add this right here. Not that crooked, but okay. That we're going to put on, and then what I want to take is, these are the Glossy Dots assortments, and I am going to put some Glossy Dots on our card. And I think I'm going to mix it up a little bit this time. I think I'm going to put a yellow one here, and a yellow one on, whoops, if I can get a hold of it, a yellow one on this one. And I think I'm going to put a pink on the middle one. And then I'm going to come in here and put a pink on that one, since it matches the one on the front. Now, I had people ask me when I did my other video if this will go through the mail. And yes, I mailed one and didn't have any problem with it. So my answer is going to be to that is yes, because I actually mailed one and it went okay. So just wanted to let you know that. So there's the card. That is the front, and then we open it up and we have a little pop-up. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, if you need anything from me, please let me know, because I would be happy to help you with any of your needs that you have. And I hope to see you again soon for another video. Thank you. Bye.